Good morning, everybody. My name's Steve, and you're at the Chili Prepper channel. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. Not one that looks forward to being on camera. I've wanted to do this for a long time, but the nerves of being on camera, not liking the way I look or sound, has kept me from doing it for a long time. And I've got a passion for gardening and preparedness, and I thought, why not? I want to give you guys the reasons that I want to do this channel, and I think the best thing I can do now is take the time and just give you an honest video about who I am and what I want to do with this channel. So, I do go to work every day. It's only about a 15-minute drive, so this will be an easy, short video. And it may not work. I've got a big diesel truck. Traffic here is bad, so we'll give it a try. And I'll just kind of talk to you as we cruise down the main strip. So, I've been through a lot, and I think I have a lot of advice I can give. I've been gardening for over 20 years. Funny story, I'll post it here one of these days, but my mom actually sent me a picture. I think I was 4 or 5 years old when when I grew my first ear of corn, and I'm standing there shirtless in a pair of red jeans, back in the 70s, and holding my first ear of corn. So the world's gone in a crazy direction, and I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like it, and it'll probably be pretty obvious what side I lean on, but I really don't care on that. I think we all need to do a better job, and we don't know our neighbors anymore. We don't grow food. We're dependent on the grocery stores. All this stuff is no good, and we really need to bring our life back to the way it was. And these are just my opinions. But I see a lot of new people getting into gardening, and gardening is my passion. When I'm not at work, I'm in the garden, and I really, over time, figured out that I enjoy the challenge of growing super hot peppers. So that's where I come up with the Chili Prepper. I do go through every year. I've got freeze dryers, so we'll talk about freeze dryers. I freeze dry all my peppers to powder. I freeze dry all my tomatoes to powder. I make salsas, I make chilies. And by the way, this year I started green chilies. I got seeds from New Mexico, and my wife and I love green chili. That sun's gonna be right in the back window for you guys. Let's hope this works. So, I really want to take the time and try to build a community. I don't know my neighbors anymore, and I don't think anybody else knows their neighbors anymore. When I first bought into the subdivision that I live in, I don't live on a big farm. I mean, I have a couple pages out there called Dow Farms, and when I say that, I just mean micro farm. I own 2 houses side by side on a cul-de-sac. I bought one in the 90s. I paid it off. I bought the one next door. My kids live in the first one. So I've got about a half acre of space. I mean, the houses are on that too, so not even. I probably have a 1/4 acre of growing space. So it doesn't take a lot. I mean, right now, I don't even have my house that I live in. I don't have that backyard completely full. I plan to, but not yet. So I grow everything from peppers. I mean, peppers is my primary focus, but I grow cucumbers and potatoes and onions and garlic, tomatoes, everything else you can think of too. So I have a lot of knowledge. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge that I've built up over the years that I can share with everybody, and I keep seeing a lot of misinformation to new growers out there that are trying to get into gardening and wanting to do it, and there is this big thing. We're in an information age, and it does bug everybody because people ask questions before they even Google it or YouTube it. But be honest with them. I see I already started a couple videos about, you know, people telling other people you have to have super, you know, big pots, 10-gallon, 15-gallon pots to grow peppers. Well, I've got about 50 peppers in 3/4 gallon pots that are doing very well and producing a lot. So I want to dispel some myths. I want to give an open forum, you know, and I trust me, I hate this new wave of everybody has to be kindness, and although I do believe that, but I want to create a friendly area that we can all come and we can all share ideas. We can talk about being prepared. We can talk about, for me, gardening is the biggest part of preparedness, because you can build up your food. And when I say prepared, I don't mean, this big bump here, I know this one's a big one. I don't mean that I think we're going to get nuked. I don't mean that I think we're going to be, you know, in the apocalypse like these movies. The movies are fun. And if that ever happened, I think there's a lot of people out there just like me that we're not bugging out. There's other prepper channels out there that are awesome about that. You know, the guy's big and fit, and you know, he's going to strap on 75 pounds and march through the woods and be the lone survivor. And years ago, maybe that would have been me. I am a veteran, and I was in shape back then. But now I'm just an old fat guy. And to be honest, there is no way in the world that bugging out would work for me. I would be one of the first to go, kind of like in the movie Zombieland. It says, you know, cardio because the fatties go first. Well, I probably would be too if I tried to bug out. But there's a ton of us that are just like me that can be prepared for anything, and that could be natural disaster, hurricane. But to me, the thing that you have to worry about the most is people. People act stupid when anything happens. And what I want you to be prepared for first and foremost is if something does happen and people panic like they did a few years ago, and all of a sudden, you know, it's riots in the grocery stores, that kind of thing, you don't have to go anywhere. You got your house in order. You're set. Another big bump coming. So then you're not putting yourself in danger. And if you grow all this food, I'm going to show you different ways to store it. You don't have to buy it with these rising prices, because trust me, I don't think these prices are going down. It's kind of like business, you know, anything else that's out there is, once they figure out that they can charge you that much money, they're not going to give it to you cheaper. So all these people who keep saying, oh, you know, inflation's going down. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's through the roof. It's much more through the roof than they even report. But it's not coming down. So let's do our best. Anything you grow today, anything you buy today, saves you money in the long run. If you buy it today and you eat it a year from now and it's $1 more a can, let's say, you just saved yourself money. So I think there's a huge push for preparedness. I think everybody out there needs to be prepared to some degree, and you have to decide what that means for you. I know I'm a little bit on the wild side. I like to really prepare, and a lot of that is because I have what I feel is a really big garden. There's a lot of people that have much bigger gardens than me, trust me. But I try to save everything that comes out of the garden. And last year I started saving seeds from a lot of these hot peppers, and I'm going to sell the seeds, and I'm going to sell starts next year, and I'm going to try to create a business out of it. And I thought, what the heck? Let's bring people along for the ride, and maybe you can do it too. Start doing some of the same things. Let's get to know our neighbors. Let's share our food. Let's store our food. Let's eat healthier. I mean, have you ever eaten a tomato out of the garden versus a tomato from the grocery store? You can't even taste it in the grocery store. So I'm almost at work now. I just wanted to take a little bit of your time. Hopefully you like this. I'm not going to ever get too crazy. I'm not a big editor or anything like that. I did just get a gimbal in the mail yesterday so I can start filming myself when I'm in the garden. But I'm going to try to just do videos like this, hopefully without the sun behind me. I didn't think about that when I came up with this idea. But in the garden, just talking to you, no edits, just a real channel. And I hope I get some engagement from other people that are just like me, and that we can create a community that helps, just helps each other. So hopefully you like this and follow this, and we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, I am nervous about being on camera, so bear with me as I get better with it. I don't think any of us truly like the way we look or the way we sound or any of that, but I think there's a lot of you out there that are just like me, and I think there's a lot of you out there that will relate to someone just like me who says, hey, we're not Rambo, we're not preparing for a nuclear holocaust, which who knows whatever is going to happen in the future. I'm not saying it will or it won't, but I am prepared if the supply chains get disrupted and the grocery stores get swamped, that I can lock my door, I can turn on my television, and I've got food to eat. I've got toilet paper. And we'll see where it goes from there. Hopefully, I think I'm getting into rambling, so I'm going to jump off of here. I just backed into work. I'll do some more videos like this, and hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Not even close. But I'm going to do the best I can to create a community of like-minded people where we can all just get along and do the same things. So again, I'm Steve. This is the Chili Prepper channel, where we're going to go over all things prepping and all things gardening. And give me a like if you do like this. If not, I hope you give me another chance. We'll see you on the next one.